What's up guys, CB Bricks here, coming at you with building Naboo number 9. Now before I get on to the actual update where I talk about all the building and stuff, I want to thank you guys. Now this channel has recently hit 3,000 subscribers. And now that's absolutely ridiculous because I was actually getting excited for this channel to hit maybe 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, let alone 3,000. Now what's interesting is that it hit so fast, we hit 3,000 subscribers so fast, that I haven't really had time to plan out a specific celebration video. So I really hope that you guys aren't getting mad about that, but hopefully this can make up for it. Now recently I've also been added to the RebelLUG group. Now if you don't know what RebelLUG is, it is an organization of LEGO users led by LEGO Buff Productions, Chris Productions, and LEGO Spencer. And they organize like stuff, they'll go to conventions, they'll do collaboration mocks and stuff. So it's pretty cool, and I'll leave all the proper links down in the description. But speaking of links, there is a RebelLUG YouTube channel. Now on that RebelLUG YouTube channel, I believe they already made a video for a new mock contest that the entire RebelLUG team is hosting. So go check that out if you want some details, and hopefully that can make up for the lack of a celebration video on my part. So go check that out. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the actual video. Now starting with the area that you guys already saw, this little waterfall area, I really like the ideas that you guys gave to me on this particular section. And one of them, I do not remember the name specifically, please forgive me on that, but they suggested that this be like a sewage or a gutter system. And I thought that was absolutely awesome because I thought the waterfall, given the number of parts that I had and kind of the shaping that it was giving, and like the location of how it was just coming out of the wall, I thought that it looked very unnatural. So instead of trying to make it look more natural, why not just keep with the theme and kind of make it unnatural? So here I have like a gutter system jutting out of the wall, or out of the rock area. So it's making it look like there's like pipe systems and all that going throughout. And it also has a more, it actually looks like it's like flowing out of a gutter system. So I really like how that looks now, and also adds some more texture to the actual wall. So I do like how that looks, and I think you guys will like it too. And I think it's a really good, it's a good middle ground between the natural and the natural look. Also, I've actually done some work up top and on the interior, so I'll start up top. I think I'm going to need to get some more lighting in there, but it's very difficult to do with one. Alright, there we go, and I got some proper lighting. So, as you can see, I just took the section off, and I think this is the first time you guys actually got a good look on the inside with this roof removed. And so this is kind of like a good look at the roof cross-section, as well as how it attaches, which is those little jumpers, 2x2 jumpers. Now on the inside I've added a lot of different details. As you can see, there's a gun rack, I think you can see over here, as well as a control panel here with a little tiled up table right there. There's also a section, probably file cabinets there, and the place where they have all the radar and communications, or probably just the radar area. I would actually go to say that this is more the communications area right here, but this is actually kind of controlling the, as you can see, they have the satellite here, or the satellite dish, so I'm assuming that this is kind of like just taking in data and stuff. So this also has 2 seats, and as I mentioned before, this is kind of like a radio tower slash communications area where they're taking in information and kind of clearing whether or not they can ships can land on this landing pad. And actually, if this was a larger mock, of course this is a cross section, I would have had the landing pad go out further, so it would make more sense to have a large kind of area where they're clearing for landing and stuff. So yeah, I do like this look, and I kind of want to get a better look at that. So you can see kind of the prints there. I actually really like this area, and this actually gives a good look from the inside of all those windows. So let's continue on. Now next we have this the interior detailing in here. Now first and foremost, I actually want to talk about this elevator that I've built to kind of get figures from bottom floor to top floor. And if you follow me on Instagram at CBBricks, you know that You've probably already seen this, and I've actually done some changes to the aesthetics and stuff, but this is how it works. You have this gear system, you have a string, and you can lift this elevator shaft all the way to the top. Now, it's actually not all the way to the top because of the the things there, but it's pretty close, and I think it works really well. Now, you can see that it's a little bit complicated here, and it has several different gears. The reason why I did that is because the 1-to-1 ratio of just the axle to the kind of the wind-up thing, it was way too slow, and I didn't like it. So I went ahead and attached some gears, went from a large gear to a small gear to an even smaller gear. So that way it increases the speed of the actual lowering and raising. Now sometimes it gets stuck just because it's like sliding, but I use these beams because they're a lot smoother, and there's a lot less friction between a brick and a beam than a brick and a brick. So I went ahead and did that. Also, I've actually finished tiling the floor. Now, as you can see, I've let a lot of studded space by using light bluish gray plates and large different varieties. So to leave plenty of space for putting figures, and I do think it's a good ratio between the two. Maybe a little bit too many studs, but I kind of ran out of tiles, so I can't really do anything about that. Also, on the other side, you can see that I've added this. Now, if you know what this is, you are a classic CB Bricks fan. I actually forgot what it was called. I think it's called the Rebel Mobile Transporter or something. But this is an old mock that I've built, and I actually made a tutorial, so I used that old tutorial that I made to actually build this back. And I made some modifications, but you can put a figure in up there, and what this is used for is to like transport stuff, and you can actually slide the cargo bay off and kind of set it down. So I really like the functionality in there, and I think you guys will too. And if you're a classic CB Bricks fans, you know about this. So this can go in fairly different areas. You can also see some details back there behind the behind the large middle beam back there, just to kind of fill in. I've also used those crates that I used before in previous mocks. I think I used it in the first order. I think it's the assault tank and the mock that I've built, and I use these. Now they're not very accurate, so I'm using them in this mock because I'm not going to use them in my transport or in my tank anymore because they're not very accurate in terms of color. I've also added a control panel here, so it could probably control several different functions of the interior. Now this is a lot of prototyping on the interior, and I'll probably add some more or take out some stuff. So go ahead and leave suggestions in the the comment section for what I should add, what I should change, and whatever. Now I also have this, which is from a battle pack a long time ago. This is an old set, guys. This came with a lot of rebels. I believe they're just the rebels, the guys with the weird helmets. I have them somewhere, but so this is going to be the vehicle coming out of the door as an ATST is like fighting or kind of storming the base. So as you can see, the doors are kind of open already, and this thing's going to be coming out onto the field. So it'll be like coming out like that. So that's pretty much it for all the stuff that I've accomplished in this update. Hopefully I can finish this entire mock by next week or the week after, so stay tuned for that. But with that out of the way, guys, thanks for watching, and leave a like and subscribe.